Hey guys, John Connie here from RockTape, here to show you guys how to mobilize. Make sure to check out our taping video right after this. Of course, we want to mobilize before we go on to stabilize with the tape. But here we go. Mobilizing for 15.5 was just announced, thrusters and rowing. What we want to do is take the roller here, and we're going to mobilize the T-spine to aid us in that range of motion for the thrusters, as well as the rowing. So we're going to go ahead and set that down. I'm going to lay down about mid-back. I'm going to give myself a nice big hug. That's going to make sure that I hit the right spots in my T-spine. I'm going to scan the area for a little bit. If I find a hot spot, I'm going to sit on that for about 20 seconds. Try to let that relax and open up. Once I find that relaxed position, I'm going to go ahead and go through some range of motion, similar to what I might be doing with the rower and the thrusters. Okay, that's going to be, of course, a good way to use the foam roller. What's awesome about our foam roller is we have this container here. Twist off the top, go ahead and take out our ball. This is our spiky ball that can be used for a little more accuracy when you're trying to mobilize. We're gonna go ahead and come over here to the wall, and now you can do this on the floor as well to get a little more pressure in the spot that we're gonna grab. We're gonna go ahead and get to the outside part of the shoulder, right on the outside part of the armpit there. Add a little bit of pressure, digging right in. You can scan a little bit too if there's a specific spot. This is a pretty small muscle, so you can just get right into it. You're gonna go ahead and go internal rotation as well as some external rotation. You can also flex and extend the arm, and also go through a little bit more. Just play around with it, find what works for you. This again is also gonna help with this position, getting a little more extension. Last thing we're gonna do is hit the band. So we're gonna come over to a rig, something that's sturdy, bolted down to the ground. Make sure it's strapped in. You can also have a friend hold it in place for you. We're gonna wrap our leg here, get a little bit more mobility and activation within our hip flexor. You're gonna get some stretch with the band. Make sure you have a nice solid base before you do this. Another thing we wanna make sure you have is 3 points of contact. If you cannot touch the ground, go ahead and grab a surface that you can reach down to and still maintain that 3 points of contact. So I'm gonna lean forward, get a good stretch in my hamstring, a little bit of hip complex. I can move around a little bit, internally, externally rotate with my hip, get a little bit of extra mobility. This is gonna help with the bottom of the squat in the thrusters, as well as delay some fatigue with the rowing and the thrusters, obviously. So there it is, mobilizing for 15.5. Now go out there and crush it.